In a stunningly sexist order from the highest office of Karnataka politics, the State Assembly has directed all women employees literally to behave themselves while at work. The order, a copy of which India Today has accessed, shockingly pronounces that female employees are often found loitering in corridors of the Secretariat building and that such behavior obstructs work. It also instructs women to avoid wasting time by loitering unless they want to be punished. The order goes from outright sexism to schoolmaster-like scolding, ordering Secretariat employees to not use their mobile phones at workplace and to refrain from talking too loudly.
It's not our intention also. Whoever does it, whether a girl, or a boy, or a man, or a woman, it's wrong.
So you think the new circular should be issued specifically saying anybody or not specifying only women should do it?
Yeah. Certainly, suppose if it is there.
It is already there. The speaker has signed it.
Yes. Then I'll certainly will look at it and I'll go back to the speaker and discuss with him.
Rohini Swami is now joining us with more details from Bengaluru. Rohini, there are many women who feel that an apology is also warranted. We just spoke to former IPS officer Kiran Bedi and she said that yes, the person in authority must apologize for that circular first of all.
Absolutely, and a lot of women employees who have been speaking to in the Secretariat also feel that just specifying women itself is something that that is not acceptable at all to them. They said it's just not them. Well, also we have been talking to the law minister. He also said that yes, there are largely women who do that, and that is why possibly that could have been highlighted. If you see the circular does speak about how people loiter on the corridors of the Secretariat. They speak loudly on the phone, disrupting the proceedings or disrupting the working of the Secretariat. And in order to curb that, this circular was issued, but specifying in a particular paragraph saying that women are the one or are amongst the ones who actually do this a lot more, and saying that they should refrain from doing so definitely makes it very discriminatory in its letter. And like how the law minister has been telling me that he will discuss this with the speaker, Mr. Kagotimappa, and issue a fresh circular. But also, they're also looking at the women employees also saying that definitely they should, at least one of the officials who have issued this should apologize.
And Rohini, why this circular angers women is the fact that it perhaps insinuates that women are not serious workers.
Well, there are two things when I've been speaking to some of the officers. One of them they've been saying is that women, they come in around 10:30 in the morning to work. By 11 they are already taking their break for tea and they're walking around and not doing their work. Now that depends on the personnel department to actually pull them up if they're not working, rather than issue a circular like this, a blanket circular, and say that employees are doing so. Rather, they should be pulled up for dereliction of duty and brought to book.
Rohini, so is a fresh circular likely and this present one withdrawn?
Yes, as the law minister has said, he will discuss this with the speaker, and what I'm given to understand is the speaker also has been brought to the notice of the speaker, and a fresh circular is expected to be drafted again and issued again.
Rohini, also the Karnataka BJP said that they will also take up this matter with the government. Any word on that?
Well, the Karnataka BJP, the opposition also has decided that, saying that this is very discriminatory and they should not discriminate in men and women. If there is any rule that needs to be put, the rule must be put in such a way that everybody is equal in the eyes of be the law or any kind of rules that have been put by the rule book, and they should have had a blanket one. Yes, they will be taking it up with the government also and taking it up with the Chief Minister too.
Rohini, what's also surprising is that this sort of a circular would be least expected in a state like Karnataka and in a place like Bengaluru, which sees so many women stepping out of their homes and working.
Well, true, in a way, and that's what also the opposition has been saying, that when the present government, because they are the opposition and they will talk about the Congress government in power, that when they talk about equality of women and how they respect women, this is the kind of circular that is coming from the government itself, or rather even from the Speaker's office. So they're saying that yes, at this they should apologize, and the people who are concerned, the official who are concerned, should apologize, issue a fresh circular, and such kind of mistake shouldn't be repeated again.
All right, Rohini, stay on with us. Vidya Dinkar is a social activist who's joining us on the phone line now for more on this. Ma'am, how would you first of all react to this sort of circular that is clearly very sexist in nature?
It's completely unacceptable. I mean, here we've been opposing policing of our morals, but of our everyday behavior, speaking on the phone, for God's sake. They can't do that. And the assembly is supposed to ensure equality and, freedom of expression to everyone. And for them to make these kinds of strictures in the assembly, and that too only for women, is completely bizarre and unacceptable, as I said.
Vidya, do you think that the issuing authority also needs to apologize for having let the circular become public and circulated amongst the staff?
Not only for making it public and circulating it, but for generating it.
Yes.
I mean, what actually made them think that they can even pen down such a circular? What is the logic and reasoning behind it? They need to explain, and they need to come clean, and they need to definitely apologize to all women, men, everyone who is right thinking, because obviously they're completely wrong in this aspect.
Also, Vidya, what's worrying many people is the tone of the circular actually insinuates that women are not serious workers, and that's the kind of image many women continue to fight even now.
Yes, I mean, sometimes they take us too seriously, sometimes they take us not seriously at all. Come on, I think all of us have stopped worrying about how other people take us. Unfortunately, it is true that many women do, want people to approve of their behaviors. And therefore, this is really dastardly on the part of the state to bring out something like this. It's completely unacceptable. They must apologize, and they must backtrack on it, take it back, and also conduct an inquiry and see that the officials responsible for this, and if they are politicians, even politicians, must actually, be demoted. Some heads should roll for this.
Okay, Vidya Dinkar, many thanks for speaking with India Today.